You ready for this, Horty? Okay, here we go. Patrick Dempsey.
Whoa! Nothing without you.
Patrick Dempsey vai terminar nessa cidade, eu acho.
In the field, which is not an Orica, but the other 26 are. And as per tradition,
I found Patrick Dempsey at the Le Mans 24 race.
We have to stay back, stay back. Just real quick. I wish I could take pictures with everybody. Thank you so much. Thanks for saying hi. Bye-bye.
You seen the movie?
She has.
What did she think?
She loved it.
It must be a big deal for Dad to be in a real Disney movie.
Well, it's a big deal that Dad knows the princess.
Of course.
It's like, Dad, can I come see the princess today?
Were you upset at all that you didn't get to sing, or relieved?
I was relieved, quite honestly. It was great that I didn't have to sing. I was a little disappointed I wasn't animated. That would have been fun.
If you were animated, you might have gotten, you know, like a doll.
Oh, I have a doll.
Oh, you're going to have a doll?
No, I have a doll. It's very funny.
Oh, my gosh. You're going to be the hero of your household. Is there anything bigger for a 5-year-old to see her dad have his own doll?
It's just really crazy watching your child play with your doll.
How are the boys?
Boys are great. They're getting bigger. You know, they're starting to, they're getting ready to walk soon, I think, it feels like.
Wow.
And they're starting to say Mom and Dad and waving goodbye. It's a lot of fun.
This is their first holiday. Do you have anything special planned?
We're going to go back to Maine, which is great. So hopefully we'll have snow. So that's all I want for Christmas is some snow.
They've never seen snow before.
No, they haven't.
Oh, that'll be really exciting.
So it's going to be, we haven't been back since their birth, so it'll be nice to get home.
We want to ask you a little bit about the strike that's happening on Monday.
Yeah.
How are you preparing on Grey's Anatomy? What's been done to get ready?
Well, not much. I mean, I think the anxiety of, like, is this strike going to happen or isn't? I think a lot of people are happy that something has been decided. Now we can sort of make, adjust for that. The problem is we're not that far ahead script-wise. Mm-hmm. I think we've done 11 episodes. We have one to finish that we can finish while the strike is on, and then we have to wait and see. I think we'll have shows that take us through Christmas, and then after that we'll see if that's the season or not. Mm-hmm. You know, my concern is not so much for myself, really, because I'll be all right, but I think how long this strike lasts is going to affect a lot of people. It's people that are living paycheck to paycheck are going to be damaged profoundly by this, and I think that's a real tragedy. And hopefully we can come to some sort of understanding and resolve soon enough that it doesn't affect those people.
So basically you're looking at a virtual shutdown of Hollywood.
But yeah, I think there's a real chance of that happening. Where's my camera? Gillian? Why?
Normally no, but I did once with Ghana. But him, he may make a scene.
Visitors welcome.
Patrick Dempsey and his wife Jillian are here. Patrick and Jillian. Hi guys, come on over.
How are you?
Hi.
Mwah,
Always so good to see you. Mwah.
Staying
Hi.
cool?
Oh no, if you saw my boob sweat, you wouldn't believe it.
Oh, wonderful.
I have to hide it.
Okay, thank you for that.
I have to tell you, you're presenting tonight.
Yeah.
No, you're not. You are
No,
presenting.
I'm presenting.
Oh, I was going to say, yes, you are. I
Yes,
know.
I am Best
If you're
Supporting
not, I'm
Actress
gonna-
in a Movie or Miniseries.
He looks good. You did him up really good.
She took
today.
great care of me. Thank
And look
you.
at you.
2 seconds.
Doesn't she look beautiful?
You look gorgeous as always. Who's
Thank
the
you.
designer?
Versace.
Seriously, I mean, are you not just so in awe of your wife?
Oh, always. Absolutely.
I mean, seriously, you are the best couple, really, the best dressed, most gorgeous.
Very kind. Thank
well,
you very
it's
much.
true. You know, I speak the truth.
Thank you very much.
Thank you. And I know you're a race car driver. They're telling me you're a race car driver. I know that.
Yeah.
I have to tell you, you were so nice to my mom. My mom was with me, and we saw him at the Beverly Wilshire Hotel. The nicest celebrity ever to my mom.
Oh, she's a nice lady.
I tell you, that is something.
Good. Well, it's fun to be here.
Are you looking forward to seeing anything tonight?
Well, it's just fun to be here, I think, and just enjoy it. And, you know, there's no pressure. Just have a good
Isn't
time.
that nice?
Yeah.
And being at the 60th anniversary, I've heard there's going to be some fun nostalgia.
Oh, that'd be nice to see.
It'll make those 3 hours go by a little quicker.
Oh, yeah, I'm sure it will.
Nice to see you guys.
Good to see you, too.
Always. Thanks for
Thank you
coming
very much.
by.
Well, about 2 years ago, we were in Paris for the finals, and we got to see this team play. So it's good to come back and see them here in America. It's really good for the soccer in America, certainly, and then this matchup tonight here is really good. It's nice to see that sold out. Oh, really good, because it's so great to watch the tempo here, you know, and for my son, who's really, a rabid soccer fan, it's great for him to watch. And for me as a fan, it's nice to see everybody here, in America playing. Yes, massive over here now, I think, soccer. And, it's good to see the international teams come. And they're really good with the fans, too, so it's great for everybody. I'll be back in the fall, so hopefully I can see a match soon. All right. All good?
I hope you watch the race. I hope we have a good result, and please pull for us. Oh, it's a completely different experience from driving. There's a different level of anxiety and different types of anxiety. You know, as a driver, you're managing your emotions, and you know, by the time the race starts, you're exhausted, and then the work really begins. And I really enjoy being in the pits and supporting the drivers and the team. At this point, I'm 52 years old. I had goals and I achieved them, so I'm very satisfied to the next chapter in my life. They're very similar. Film crews and racing crews are a lot alike. You know, different equipment, different demands, but there's a lot of similarities. It's really quite fascinating. It's the team effort. The tools are different. Where you need a good script, you need a good car. So I think those are very similar. I love the camaraderie and the fellowship, and especially Le Mans, to me, is the most meaningful experience. From the first moment I came here, I think it was in 2005, 2006, as a fan, after hearing about it, after watching it, after looking at the images, to finally be here and to feel the atmosphere, it's very special. It's unlike anything I've ever been to in my life.
Well, you know what? We know he's a hot shot in Hollywood, and he certainly knows his way around the track, but remind us, the folks at home, where you're from.
I'm from a small town in Maine.
A small little town in Maine.
Yeah.
So in homage to you, today we open up our weekend window into the beautiful, beautiful shorelines of Maine.
It's still raw. You know, it's undeveloped, it's raw, and you really feel it. There's a timelessness about the country. I grew up in a town called Turner, Maine, then we moved to Buckfield, Maine, and then went to school in Lewiston. And now I live in Harpswell, which is outside of Brunswick. Growing up, you feel so isolated from the rest of the country that you don't feel that there's much hope of getting out and going away and doing things, but it is possible. I appreciate it more than ever now, I think. I think the mentality of a small town is getting lost.
And then I have strawberries down here.
Yeah, my mom's there. She lives next door to the farm, and she really kind of takes care of everything for us there, thank God.
This is my son's home, right here. That's where Patrick lives when he comes. The house, they tell us, was built in 1848. Whether the barn was built first or the house was built first, it's hard to tell. I think he just likes to be here, to relax. And of course he has a little girl, so now she's old enough to come out. But I think he just likes to be here and just sort of hang out.
It's a working village where a lot of lobster fishermen and their families are working. It's nice to see, you know, people that are third and fourth generation working side by side with their father.
Both my grandfathers went lobstering. One of them still is lobstering. All my dad's brothers go, and one of his younger sister goes lobstering, and one of my mom's brothers go lobstering. Oh yeah, I love it. I won't do anything else, I can tell you that. Nothing else.
I think a lot of young people want to leave the state of Maine. They're curious as to what's out there, and I think once they get away, they know what they're missing in the state of Maine.
The older I get, the more I really desire to go back to that environment, especially with a child. You know, I talk to my wife daily on how I can't wait to move back there full time and raise my daughter there.
Oh, well, Patrick, thank you so much for sharing your hometown with us. Your mother looks absolutely so sweet.
Yeah, she's a great lady. She takes great care of the place up there, and we have a great time at that place.
Well, thank you so much. Thank you so much for coming on our show.
My pleasure.
Good luck today.
Yes, thank you.
With the race. Good luck with your acting, with your family.
Thank you.
And
you too. Congratulations.
Well, thank you very much. We're very appreciative to have you on the show.
Thanks. It's always fun to be here.
Well, it's a great race. You know, you come back because you always want to improve. It's a great event. It's for motorsports and sports car racing. I think it's probably the most important event in the world. Certainly the turnout and the support of the crowd and the fans from around the world. You know, racing at night, racing in the rain, it's like all of these experiences, I think, test you emotionally and mentally. Oh, I think like most boys, everybody loves cars. You know, cars are like a piece of sculpture, but you can interact with it. You know, you can hear it, you can smell it, you can feel it, and you can touch it. And I think that's why cars are so exciting. And then when you can go fast in them, and the sound of it, I think that's something that becomes very addictive, and you enjoy doing it. Well, this year, you know, transitioning, I've had time to focus 100% and to live the life of a professional driver, and I really quite enjoy it. And Patrick Long, who is my co-driver, who's one of the first you know, American factory drivers, is a very good mentor and teacher, and I've learned a lot from him, and we've had a lot of diversity of driving through this year, and it's been really enjoyable and a lot of fun. And that's the challenge, is catching up on the seat time. That's what it's about, how fast you can go and how you can improve it. I think the thing is staying calm before you get into the race, you know, and controlling your thoughts and your emotions in a way where you are channeling the energy, not dissipating it and wasting it, but knowing how to focus it properly at the right time. I breathe. I think that's good for life. When you start to get nervous or anything, just take a deep breath and remember to do that and focus your thoughts. it's a different type of thing because you're in Hollywood or performance, you're waiting for someone else to tell you if that's a good performance or not. You know, you're not seeing the immediate result of your actions, so to speak, and it's subjective. With the race and racing, you know right away. The time tells you if you're fast or not, and are you in front of your competitors. So that's the big difference and the different pressures. Oh, I think, you know, it was an incredible journey, you know, and it was a great 10 years and learned a lot. And, you know, I'm now getting a chance to race in the WEC, which is the World Endurance Championship, which is this year. And I have a number of things that are in development, one of which would take place here in Paris in the 60s. And, you know, with development, you never know what's going to come to fruition. So I've got a lot of stuff that I'm developing that I'm excited about, and I can't wait to get back to work. But right now, for the rest of this year and everything, I'm excited to be racing and to balance out my life and to do that and to have an opportunity to travel around the world and to learn from different cultures through motorsports is a fantastic gift that I'm very grateful to have that opportunity, and certainly with Porsche and TAG, and to be here talking to you, all that. So that's my focus right now, and looking forward to getting back to work in the future.
Can I tweet this out? Go ahead, no pressure. Go ahead.
All right, here we go. And then 3.
I'll interview you.
Do you think you can do that? Okay, that might be more fun. Hey guys, I'm News 13's Allison Walker. So joining us right now, we have race car rock star Patrick Dempsey. Patrick, thanks for kind of taking a breather with us. Welcome.
Yes, thank you. Certainly a big breath here.
And see what they don't know. Just turn around, Frank. We have a little audience here. This is what happens. See you guys. Hi. It's so fantastic. So we can't cuss or do anything or take picture shots.
We're interrupting another interview
we
over
really
here.
Are. So thank you for that. So welcome to this. First of all, birthday boy.
Yes, thank you for bringing that up.
I know, I did. You just have a fabulous new purchase, this home in the Venice neighborhood.
Oh, that was a non sequitur. Yeah, I thought it was purchased something here at Daytona around the track, my little condo.
I had to start. Yeah, it is extraordinarily fantastic. Congratulations on that. And there's like a 1950s stucco guest house that would be nice for media to do their work in.
Yeah, yes, thank you.
Are you going to have us there? No.
No, probably not.
No, probably not. It's not happening. All right, so Rolex.
Now that you know the address, you might just be coming by.
I know. I kind of see. I know that the ground is green.
Yeah, it's parts of it. Yes, that's California. It depends on the weather.
That's true. Rolex 24.
Yes,
so
thank you.
Nourishing the bod for this thing. I'm always curious to know what you do the morning of. You know, do you meditate? Do you go down to Coconuts and have some whiskey? I mean, what do you do to get your game face on, Patrick?
You just try to get through all of this stuff, I think, is the key.
Yeah.
It's great to be back here, and certainly be back here with Brumos and Porsche and the driver lineup, and the level of drivers that are in this competition is pretty remarkable.
Sure.
And I love it, you know. Yeah, you just try to eat and hydrate and enjoy the day and enjoy the experience.
I love that. And I know that you and Patrick Long, you guys went go-karting, I heard recently, to kind of plan your year ahead. What are some of your big things you're looking forward to in 2015?
I'm just looking forward to getting the race started tomorrow and getting through the weekend, and then we'll go from there.
Awesome. I love that. I love that.
Thank you.
What's really cool this year, unlike in the last decade, I don't know, no one's watching, just keep going, you're doing wonderful, I know. In the last decade is that you don't have that kind of management, ownership role. I bet that allows you to enjoy the sport a little bit more, does it or no?
Oh, I've always enjoyed the sport. I think it just takes a little bit less pressure off where you don't have so many things to think about. It's still a bit of a challenge, but you know, that's part of it.
Absolutely. And what I always, being just like a TV star, movie star, and trying to get in that game face, like we all, whether we're skiers or athletes or you know, basketball players, how do you, when you're approached all the time, does that kind of distract you, or have you learned just to make that a part of your, you know, readiness for racing?
Oh, I think it's really important because it allows you to remember to be present. And I think the most important thing is to enjoy every aspect of it, and it's an extension of being on the track.
Sure.
So if I'm not present there, then, you know, where am I going to be present? So you have to be present throughout the entire experience and allow that to just happen. And when people come up to me and they want an autograph, if I have the time, if it's, you know, I try to make sure that I have eye contact with them and say hello to them, because that's what I would want. So it's part of it, you know, and certainly here when fans turn out, it's great for the sport.
And you know, I'm very appreciative and thankful for the attention.
Absolutely.
If I didn't have that, I probably wouldn't be here. So I'm very grateful.
You probably start to worry too, because that's your, that's your.
I'd be seeking them out, maybe.
Exactly.
Stalking them.
Exactly. And I met you at Sebring first, and you're coming back in March.
Yeah, I'm looking forward to the Sebring. I mean, it's another track with a lot of history. Characteristically, it's a different challenge than this track, and I love it. You know, and it's great to be a part of the series, and certainly with Porsche and its history. You know, once again, just happy to be here.
Love that. What about Spa, Silverstone, Japan?
Yeah, I get a chance to travel around the world racing a Porsche in the WEC. I got to thank my sponsors that make that possible. You know, the Spider and Beauty Rest and Tag and all that, and certainly Porsche and their support. So,
absolutely.
Yeah, I'm very fortunate and looking forward to the challenge.
Awesome. I love that. And we have like 10 seconds left. Your 800.
Is this live, by the way?
It is. Your 8 million quadrillion followers would have my head on your wall if I'm gonna go around this.
Okay.
When you meet with the writers of that little show now in its 11th season,
right?
How are you going to tell them to write your return this year?
Well, I don't really tell them. They tell me what they want to do, and I'm very grateful that I have an opportunity to go and work there. You have to really congratulate Shonda Rhimes on her success. You know, she's not only had one show that's been successful, but now 3, all in the same night. And she handles that responsibility remarkably. She's developed some amazing characters that people really connect to. And it's nice to get back. It's nice that they've allowed me some time off to go race and to come back in on Monday morning after this race and to see the next episode. It's going to start off when we're in DC, and Shepard returns back to Seattle, and we'll see where the rest of the season takes us.
January 29th, right? Do I have that right?
I believe so.
I think so. Awesome. Okay, well, you be a rock star this weekend. We're going to go have our Patron now, and we look forward to seeing you in
Thank you
Sebring,
very
okay?
much. Thanks,
Awesome.
everyone.
All right, you guys, for
Appreciate
News
it. Thanks for your
13. I'm Allison Walker.
I'm just trying to make her
McDreamy strikes again. First stop on the Express, we catch Patrick Dempsey and his Grey's Anatomy co-star Ellen Pompeo, who lose the scrubs for something a little more stylish. It's all for New York and Company's new fall campaign.
If you've tuned in to watch Grey's Anatomy, you'll notice a bit of Seattle sprinkled in the show. The requisite shot of the Space Needle shows up right here. Yep, there it is. But the truth is, that's where the connection ends. The show is entirely shot in Los Angeles. Could have fooled us. Those are northwest-looking raindrops in the car window you see right there, after all.
Go out with me.
You know you're my boss. You know it's against the rules.
The medical drama is about a new set of hospital interns. As part of their research, cast members watched surgeries and spent time in emergency rooms.
But I think that's part of what I love about being an actor, is that I get to live these mini little lives within my own and have experiences that I would never normally get to have. You know, I would never normally get to sit in on a heart surgery and see someone's heart being taken out of their chest.
Everybody has the panic of, oh my God, what do I have to say this week? And what does it mean? And will I remember it? And then you start to get into it, because anytime we do any surgical stuff, we're surrounded by real doctors and real nurses.
Action. The show centers around Ellen Pompeo's character, Meredith Grey, who has a one-night stand with Patrick Dempsey's character. He turns out to be her boss on the show.
I know, I'm Grey. You called me Shepard. Okay.
In real life, the two are neighbors.
And it just was so ironic that he got the job, and now I see him every day, and then I see him driving home, and, you know, I see too much of him. If there is such a thing as seeing too much of Patrick Dempsey.
So the next time you're in Seattle, don't bother looking for Grace Hospital, where Grey's Anatomy is supposed to take place. It doesn't exist anywhere except in Hollywood.
Le journal.
Le journal.
Le journal du cinéma.
Le journal, le cinéma.
Le journal du cinéma.
Le journal de cinéma. De. Le journal de. It's best I don't speak French and ruin your beautiful language.
Thanks.
Still My Beating Heart, Patrick Dempsey!
Be Still My Beating Heart, Colin Firth.
And now the one, the only, our very own Bridget Jones, my girl, the superlative, Renee Zellweger.
Okay. Enjoy the film. We're out of here. See you later.
We're back. It's 8:52 this morning on Pink Power. Today, a Hollywood star paying tribute to his mother, who died of ovarian cancer. He has a very meaningful project, and our special correspondent, Joan London, has more on it. Joan, good morning. Good to see you.
Good morning, Savannah. Yes, I recently spent time with Patrick Dempsey for the Dempsey Challenge, where Patrick and his family come together for their community and in memory of his mother, Amanda.
Do not run over Patrick and Joan.
The Dempsey Challenge is a run, walk, and cycle fundraising event to raise money for the Patrick Dempsey Center for Cancer, Hope, and Healing.
That's all profit that goes to the center so that all the services are free, so it's remarkable.
Since 2008, the Dempsey Center provides support, education, and wellness services from massage to financial advice to anyone impacted by cancer for free. It was Dempsey's mom who inspired his family to start the center.
It was, I think, 1997 that your mom, Amanda, was diagnosed with ovarian cancer.
My sister called and said that Mom had been diagnosed with cancer. She had ovarian cancer, and the tumor was the size of a grapefruit, and that she needed to go into surgery immediately.
Dempsey's mother battled her cancer for many years, but she also volunteered at the center.
I'm told she was kind of like mother hen to everybody who came in here.
My mother was certainly controlling, yes. That was part of her thing. But yeah, I think it meant more to her than she could verbalize, and she wanted to give back, and she was incredibly vulnerable, but always had a strong facade, you know. And I think for her to come back as a volunteer meant a lot to her, and it meant a lot to the people in the community that she was here too.
All right.
Here we are.
Here we go, everyone. She led the Survivor Walk for every year. She was really a symbol of hope in this community, wasn't she?
She was a tremendous symbol of hope in this community.
The center is located in Dempsey's hometown of Lewiston, Maine.
Did you act at all in school here?
I did a little bit of community theater, and I was in a vaudeville troupe, you know, and did some juggling with.
Oh, wait a second.
That's how that started.
Little known fact about Patrick Dempsey. You left here. Did I hear something about a unicycle at one point? Or?
Yes, because I went to skis.
And juggling. You juggle.
I did.
Do you still juggle?
I do, yes.
Dempsey went on to act, including his McDreamy role in Grey's Anatomy, and compete in professional auto racing. But he always makes time to come back home.
What's it like to come back here and for all these people to see the hometown boy?
There's this huge embrace from the community, and you just connect to everybody, someone who's in the midst of fighting cancer, and then it becomes, wow, this is really special.
In 2014, Dempsey's mother lost her battle with cancer.
Well, your mom would be very, very proud. I'm sure she is.
She'd say, sit up straight.
She would say, sit up straight.
Could you shave?
It's a family affair for Dempsey, who brings his kids to join in the fundraising events.
It's great to celebrate life with the survivors and the journey that they've been through.
This year, there were almost 4,000 participants in the Dempsey Challenge, raising over $1.1 million.
If your mom was here now, what would you say to her?
You know, I think it wouldn't be in words. I think it's just in behavior with my mother. That would be not so much said to her, but in the behavior and in the actions and what we're doing as a family in her honor, I think.
Patrick likes to emphasize it's the community and the volunteers who make the real difference with his center. And for you Bridget Jones fans, Patrick is in the middle of filming the next chapter. All he would divulge is that he plays an American, not surprisingly, a love interest, and that he may do a little juggling in the movie.
Boy, that is a cliffhanger, Joan. Thank you so much. Don't forget you can buy a Pink Power Today shirt at NBCstore.com. We're back after news.
Hello, Today fans. Thanks for checking out our YouTube channel. Subscribe by clicking that button down there and click on any of the videos over here to watch the latest interviews, show highlights, and digital exclusives.
Do you know the difference between the roomie and the roadie? The roomie is very used. It's a semi-finish, kind of old school pomade, and the roadie is a little more travel friendly and it's more of a stick. It has more of a textured, tacky, dry finish. So right now, what I'd love to do is, since I have the roadie open, I'm going to take a little bit and I'm going to work this on your sideburns and the areas with a little more coarse hair. I'll move to the other side, same thing. Taking, I'm going to get in there, grab, it's hard, so you kind of have to get in there and really work for it. I'm going to probably use on your hair this much. So what I like to do, this is just after a haircut, pop it in the palm of my hand, warm it up, then I push it out on my fingers. On Patrick's hair, I'll sort of start by just almost making little biscuits on your hair. And it gives me the option, if I feel an area that is more coarse and needs a little more, then I can slide in and use my palm. And otherwise, my finger